What is up, amigos? India has been wronged in so many ways. For example, it has only the second largest population in the world. Indians have to learn 2 official languages, and I'm pretty sure there are many other ways as well. But can India be the most aerodynamic country in the world today? Let's find out. We have this plane here, which cuts through the bottom part of India. This is the southern peninsula. And peninsulas are almost always very draggy. We can see here, we have quite a large wake for just how small the landmass is around here. That's not great for drag so far. If we move up a little bit to about the middle of India, the Z-plane, okay, their wake is bigger, but relatively speaking, it's better because there's a larger landmass here, but the wake isn't nearly as large, relatively speaking, compared to what we just saw. So this is actually good for drag. Now we are on the northern part of India, or North India, if you will, and we have 2 peninsulas here, one on the middle part, and then we have the part that goes over Bangladesh in the east. In fact, we're not actually cutting through this peninsula here on the Bangladesh area, but we can still see there's quite a big wake here because of these little peninsulas forming. And we can see just how bad this region around Bangladesh is. We have such a small landmass, yet the wake just blows out dramatically. That is not great for India. Let's move into the center of India a bit more to see how that looks in terms of the drag. And this plane looks pretty good, even though again there is a big wake. There is a massive landmass here, so the wake doesn't really blow out nearly as much as around the peninsulas. So this is looking pretty good for drag. And now we have a western plane, which is not even really on India. It's actually off India, the western part. And the wake is still really big because there's just like this tiny bit poking out, which then makes the flow blow out that way. That's not great for drag. So we're sort of in like this 2-horse race here. Some parts are really good for drag, other parts are bad for drag. But one thing that is really interesting is these cut planes, these X planes downstream, they show that there is hope. So if you look at the last cut plane, this 5th plane, there's not much of a wake there, and it's breaking down quite quickly. It's very jumbled around, it's very unsteady. That indicates that even though there was quite a big wake coming for India, the drag may be better than what we think because this wake breaks down so quickly. So what is the drag of India? Can India reign supreme today? India has done it. India has become the most aerodynamic country today. So in the last couple of weeks, we had Croatia, which was #1 for like 2 months. Then last week, somehow Canada managed to beat that. And now the second week in a row, we have a new leader. So against all odds, for example, when Indiana Jones had been shot there over 40 years ago, everyone had written India off since then because now that Indiana Jones had gone back there. But India shows today that they are still the most aerodynamic country. So if you want to see more like this, check out the playlist with our other countries on there. For example, that tight race between Croatia, then Canada, and now India. And if you like this, make sure to like this video. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe. And I'll see you next video. Peace, amigos.